And he should surely find this for 3-2. Oh no. That flight looks like a horrible blocker. Now he's got to find some sort of angle. Look at that. That's what he can see. I think the right-hand side is kinder. Can he nestle it between the two? He didn't need anything.
Andy Bolton.
85, but this time he may be getting another result against Joe Minchin. Now put him onto 4 points. It'd provisionally put him into P3 in the group. Double 16 for the match. And Bolton is up and running. He beats Joe Minchin by 4 legs to 2 in the X Factor.
I would look at this as the final. Get it out of the way. However, the first leg might not be his. That's a wonderful finish from Johan.
Johan Brouwer.
Let's go, he says. And off he goes with a ton topper to start.
It was only Johan Brouwer that had a better time of it on the doubles percentage-wise than Keelan. And it is tops for Johan. And he finds himself 2-0 up.
Johan Brouwer.
114 for Keelan to save the match. He's going to get a dart at tops.
74.
That's the first time under pressure he hasn't found a double.
85.
And so Brouwer is back for the match to eventually get over the line for 2.
This is to win the match. But more importantly, this is to stop the Keelan K charge. It's the bull.
60.
Grays to the wire with the 25, and K comes back for tops. And remember, he would have the darts in the last leg should we go there.
Game shot
Finds
on
it.
Leg.
K's keeping his composure as Brouwer is getting a little bit wild, you'd say. He may have to wait another turn to progress through Keelan K.
105.
Really? He went for bull, treble 7 for bull. Don't agree with it at all.
100.
But he's still got a match-winning chance.
16.
He's got 3 in hand, a double 8. Nice guide. And he works with it perfectly. And he kicks his night off with a win. And it means Keelan K will be made to wait. That's his first defeat in this Group B. And Johan Brouwer going through all the emotional scales as he wins that match in a last leg decider. He's trying to calm himself down. Don't calm yourself down once it's over. That's when you can celebrate, man. Well, that's the tale of the tape from that one. Coming up after the break, Andy Bolton takes on Crabtree. Now, but by going inside, things could get a little bit sticky on his next visit. For Bolton is all about setting up.
60.
Cannot find that treble, should have left him on square
12.
ton. And so Crabtree is back for the match. Double 6 for 4-2 win to move him on to 6 points. And into second place in the table. And Crabtree's up and running. He beats Andy Bolton by 4 legs to 2. Don't know what the celebration is. And Andy Bolton not happy at the end there. A 4-2 win for Crabtree at the end of that contest. The 4-2 win which he accrued at the beginning of the night against Joe Minchin has effectively been evaporated. And now he needs to hope that Minchin does a job on Johan Brouwer after this short break. And of course, Minchin not out of the equation himself. He wins this one. He'll make things very, very interesting. It would mean that K will be on 8, 2 players on 6, 2 players on 4. We'll see you for that next. An inch to the left.
Johan, you require 20.
This guy's a bag of nerves right now because he knows he's inching closer to Saturday night with shots like that.
4th leg, Johan Brouwer.
I'm just...
Steadies himself for tops. Double 10. In it goes.
Shot and the match, Johan
And it's
Brouwer.
a win for Johan Brouwer. Is it perhaps ironic that the only time he hasn't celebrated in this match was when he won it? He's beaten Joe Minchin by 4 legs to 1. I don't think he knows what to do with himself. They have a conversation, the pair, about the match that they have seen. It's a 4-1 win for Johan Brouwer. It moves him on to 8 points on both games this evening. Coming up after the break, Cam Crabtree takes on Keelan Kay. It's the halfway match of the evening session.
Over the next hour and a half to 2 hours. Whereas Keelan is under a little bit more pressure. Especially because Cam has taken the first leg with that 112.
Cam in this game has had 9 scores of a ton or more. He's had nothing more than that, well, until now. Until now, as he piles in his first max, the game's first max. He's doing enough in that department on a consistent enough basis to give himself opportunities.
85.
Well, I hate to use this example because I know exactly what the connotations are. Cam is playing like Manchester City.
108.
Teetering around the race after day one, and now he's starting to hit the best possible straps. As an Arsenal fan, he doesn't want that comparison.
40.
The only thing he wants is a 9-darter to win the match.
141.
Treble 19. Doesn't go.
89.
It would have been the perfect way to have finished off a flourishing performance for Cam Crabtree. And a nice little sign of respect there between himself and Keelan.
Do you think he cares that he's missed the 9-darter? He does
44.
care, but there's something
Cam
more
require
important right now, and
52.
that's the match.
And for the first time this week, at this point in the match, a player is averaging in excess of a ton. Tops.
Game shot.
And Crabtree
match.
has
Go
put the
Crabtree.
gauntlet down for everybody else. It's the highest average of the week. 98.5 to depose of Keelan Kay in 7.5 minutes by 4-0. There's another win for Shazam. He's beginning to rack them up now. And he's now top of the tree is Crabtree. He beats Keelan Kay by 4-0. We're going to take a short break. When we return, myself and Paul Nicholson will be talking about those games we've just seen, preview the rest of the night, and we're going to have a little bit of a natter about Champions Week. So join us in a couple. What a strange start. Look at the eyes. Look at the snarl.
Has somebody been drinking MVG juice?
15. Last start doesn't
That
count.
was a foul dart.
Andy, you
I didn't
require
even
41.
need to see where his feet were. He was obviously over the line. Oh, that was close. 88.
Game shot on the first
I'll
leg.
tell you what.
Andy Bolton, 21.
He hits this. Just wait.
The ball doesn't go.
88. Andy, you require 16.
Andy needs to get rid of this game now before it gets even stickier.
Because the longer this goes on, the messier it could
Game
get.
shot
But it's
and the
game
match.
over. And it
Andy
is game
Bolton.
1 by Andy Bolton. He beats Johan Brouwer by 4-1. And it means that the X Factor is still in the equation. Flexes his muscles. And he'll be hoping to flex his muscles on Saturday night on the stage. That the tail of the tape from that particular encounter. Coming up after the break, we're going to see Cam Crabtree and Joe Minchin go toe-to-toe on the stage.
And a night that is turning out to be very close to perfect.
Game shot on the
He's
third
missing
leg.
nothing.
Cam Crabtree.
100 average for this game.
But the averages are irrelevant. They're just a guide. The wins are what matters. Crabtree's
Game shot.
through.
And the
Crabtree's
match.
in.
Come Crabtree.
And Shazam is back into Saturday night. Business-like, ruthless. And he is putting down a statement to the rest of the field. Last night wasn't quite his night. This evening couldn't have gone any better. He's only dropped 2 legs in 3 matches. It's Cam. Shazam! He's in. Coming up after the break, Keelan Kay up against Andy Bolton.
Match, I'd say advantage Bolton.
This could be break point. It is
Game
break
shot on the
point.
fifth leg.
Bolton
Andy
leads 3-2.
Bolton.
And the X Factor is really beginning to motor along with the job.
Ask the question
Andy, you require 18.
of Johan Brouwer.
He looked on the canvas. He came back fighting.
No score.
but he
Keelan,
has
you require
missed
85.
4 match darts to get the job done.
That pesky double 9. Even he can't hide his despair at that one. Double top.
Game shot at 6th leg.
We are
Keelan
going the
K.
distance. Either Andy Bolton still has a chance.
You
I think he
require
knew the significance
16.
of that moment.
Oh, he did. But Andy knows the significance of this. And he
Game
refuses
shot
to be
and the match,
denied.
Andy Bolton.
It's match dart 6 that registers the chance of X Factor getting back to Saturday and keeping his unblemished record alive in making the final day of a weekly campaign. That's what you've just seen. Andy Bolton did have the better average and the better percentage on the doubles, but with that one in the bank, it is now all about Cam Crabtree looking to win the group and finish with a win at the expense of Johan Brouwer, who needs now to get a positive result, otherwise he will go out. Well, Crabtree is learning a lot about the emotional state of Johan.
Game shot at 1st
And he's not
leg,
showing
Cam
any sympathy
Crabtree.
either. 2 doubles. There's 1. He's got the other
Game
one
shot
as
at
well.
5th leg, Johan Brouwer.
He's won 2 legs straight and this game's alive all of a sudden. If he was wearing a heart rate monitor right now, it would be over 150. He's finding it really hard to control how he feels. If he can draw level. But missing singles in that moment, it could be catastrophic. He's had his chance to equalise. Now that he's missed it,
43.
Cam can bring the guillotine down. And the pain on the face of Brouwer is something that Cam can magnify.
His head is quite literally in his hands, and
Game
he is
shot
now
and the
out.
match.
Cam Crabtree's
Cam
through
Crabtree.
at the expense of Johan Brouwer. He awaits the handshake, and there is the concession from the Dutchman. As for Cam Crabtree, he has won all 4 matches this evening. As for Johan Brouwer, well, he has provided us plenty of entertainment over the course of the last week or so. But it was the class of Crabtree that prevails. And actually, just out of the picture, Cam with a couple of words of encouragement to Johan, who has been a real character this week. He has worn his heart on his sleeve, but it is Crabtree who prevails, who progresses through. Mernon K, the last game. Keelan needs a leg.
Because he's been pretty
You
good
require 20.
on shots like that in this group.
Game
Mernon
shot
is
on the
3-0
3rd
up.
leg, Joe Minchin. You require
2 more
100.
points.
Tops or treble? Treble for double 10. It's been his nemesis,
Game shot
but
and
that
the
is the
match,
win for Joe Mernon. A 4-1 success against Keelan K to round off the night's action. Mernon finishes with a win. For Keelan, well, the job is he's into tomorrow night's final, and that is hopefully the positive that he'll focus on in the cold light of day. Mernon wins 4-1. Myself and Paul Nicholson will assess all the action after this short break.